What's good? What's good? It's the one and only, but what do I know? Boxing coming back at y'all with another one, man. So we got Danny Garcia in the news, and I have a question for all my peoples. All right, is Danny Garcia another product of what the PBC has been going through with this inactivity? All right. Now, before you guys, drop your opinions, I want you guys to know this is not a PBC slander. All right. I know a lot of people are kind of, slandering the PBC or whatever. This is a consistent problem that I've had with the PBC. Just being that their fighters are not, active enough, but it's not I don't want you to take this as a PBC slander, like I'm just, jumping on the bandwagon to slander the PBC, because I'm not. But this is an issue that I'm not gonna ignore. Okay, this is an issue that needs to be brought up. This is an issue that I'm pretty sure we all have concerns with. Okay, let me let you hear what Blair had to say about Danny Garcia real quick, about him quitting. And I thought it was interesting coming from Blair. It's nothing about what I'm about to speak on, but I just want you to hear the opinions that people have on Danny Garcia now.
Hell no. Danny Garcia turned into a coward. He became weak mentally. His mental fortitude is completely shattered. I did not like it at all. I did not like it, Sam. I do not like green eggs and ham. Nah, this was horrible. The quitting from your first knockdown, nigga. I took knockdowns that was way worse to come back victorious. He don't have no fighting spirit when the chips are down. I don't like that. He got caught on those ropes.
Now, by no means am I, I'm not a fan of calling other, disrespecting other fighters like that. So I'm not gonna call Danny Garcia a coward. But what I am saying is those are interesting words, because what Blair had to say. Because, granted, yes, Danny Garcia, obviously I stated in my last video about this. This was just a bad stylistic matchup for Danny Garcia. I don't know what I even stated in my prediction videos. I just did not see a way for Danny Garcia to win this fight. It was just a bad stylistic matchup. I don't know what Team Garcia was thinking for calling for this fight, but it just was a bad stylistic matchup, bro. Especially coming off of a 2-year inactivity, 2-year layoff, right? But my point in saying that and bringing it up is, you got to think about it, bro. This dude, Danny Garcia, fought Lucas Matisse. Well, first of all, he fought Amir Khan. When Amir Khan was calling out Floyd Mayweather, he fought Amir Khan, and he was the huge underdog in that fight. He fights Lucas Matisse, a guy that nobody wanted to fight at the time. At that particular time, Lucas Matisse record was like 34-2 with 32 knockouts. And the two losses that he had were very, very questionable. One against Zab Judah and the other against Devin Alexander, I believe. And yeah, it was Devin Alexander. But he's fought Keith Thurman, he's fought Errol Spence, he's fought Sean Porter. He's fought these big names, never been knocked down, been hit with very hard shots, never been knocked down. And then he fights Erislandy Lara. Granted, yes, at a higher weight class, but Erislandy Lara barely lands a left hand that really should not have had any effect on Danny. And Danny, drops, and then, his corner throws in the towel, because Danny was not there mentally, and rightfully so. They should have. My question is, could this all have been avoided had Danny Garcia been more active in the ring? And this is not a slander, but it's a concern. I want you guys to think about something for a second. Think of the likes of Danny Garcia comeback, he got dropped. Caleb Plant, great fight, great entertaining fight. Not gonna take that away from Caleb Plant at all. Caleb Plant made the adjustments like a real champion. Proud of that dude. I am proud of my boy Caleb Plant. This channel supports Caleb Plant. But Caleb Plant, off another March, April, May, June. April, May, June, July, August, September. Another 18-month layoff. he gets rocked and doesn't look, had a rocky moment and a rocky start, and quote unquote drop. I didn't think it was a drop, but we'll say it was a knockdown, right? He got a knockdown, right? Stephen Fulton, another guy that's been off a year plus layoff, coming off a year plus layoff, he got dropped. Jamal Charlo, about to be was off of a 2.5 year layoff and about to be off of a year layoff, comes back and fights Jose Benavidez Jr. Can't even get him out of there. And had a few defensive flaws. Adrian Broner was coming off of a 2.5 year layoff, just looked trash, horrible. Get Keith Thurman, last fought in 2022 against Mario Barrios, was hurt in that fight. Are you guys getting the pattern that I'm going? Errol Spence fighting Terrence Crawford, a year plus layoff. Looks horrible. It's no slander to none of these fighters. No slander at all. But do you get the pattern? Do you get the pattern? These guys are not active at all, bro. And look what it's doing to their career. Being inactive does not preserve a fighter. It hurts them. Being inactive, you got Jamal getting in all this trouble. Adrian Broner said so many times, bro. And granted, I'm not putting being inactive because using that as an excuse for these guys getting in trouble. You guys are grown men at the end of the day. You should know how to handle and conduct yourselves outside of the ring. No excuse. But Adrian Broner has said time and time again, bro, you guys, I'm inactive. You guys are not letting me be active. So it's, what they say, an idle mind is the devil's playground. This is by no coincidence, guys, and I hope these guys wake up, man. I hope these guys wake up. Deontay Wilder, one of my favorite fighters. Love him to death. Look where he's at. He had to move away from the PBC. Deontay Wilder fought one round in like 2 years. And then went on and fought, who was that he fought? Oh, Joseph Parker. You see all these, I just gave you so many examples. Deontay Wilder, Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, Adrian Broner, even though he's not with the PBC anymore, but I'm saying he was being very inactive with them, and you see how he looked when he was, being inactive with them. Jamal Charlo, like I just gave you Caleb Plant. I just gave you all these examples, bro. Stephen Fulton, bro. This is by no coincidence whatsoever. By no coincidence. I'm sorry to say this, man, but the PBC. Listen. Either they're gonna have to. Either the PBC, they're gonna have to figure something out. How many shows have the PBC had since this year? I heard they had slots. I heard they had 14 slots, and I'm guessing maybe they'll do like 7 this year and 7 next year. I don't know. But how many? What they had the Tim Tszyu fight, right? The Tim Tszyu and Sebastian Fundora fight, right? Then they had Canelo versus Jaime Munguia. Then they had Gervonta Davis versus Frank Martin. That's 3. Then they had Canelo versus this last fight, Canelo versus Berlanga. That's 4, right? Unless if I miss a song, drop it in the comment section. It's only 4 fights this year, bro. That's only 4 fights that the PBC have hosted this year. Then not to mention what we got. Well, you got Gervonta fighting in. You got this free PBC card with Tim Tszyu. That's 5. Gervonta fighting in November or December, that's 6, and then you got Errol Spence fighting. That's 7 cards that they'll have this year. That's sad, bro. But we only had 4 so far. That's sad, bro. It's a sad situation. I mean, these guys are just not active at all, and this is what it does to your career. What we just saw with Danny Garcia. Granted, again, I still think that it was the style of Arizona Law, but let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. But what do I know?